Welcome to ToonHeads. Tonight, we take a look at the cartoons of director Frank Tashlin, affectionately known around Hollywood as Tish Tash. Tashlin got the nickname because he started out as a comic strip artist and signed his work as Tish Tash. He was arguably the most versatile director ever to work in the field of animation. Not only did he direct cartoons and draw comic strips, but he also wrote children's books, penned numerous screenplays, and eventually became one of Hollywood's top directors of feature comedy movies. In 1932, Leon Schlesinger hired Frank away from Van Buren Studios to work on Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies in Hollywood. After animating for 3 years, he received his first directorial assignment on the cartoon Porky's Poultry Plant. Even though this was Tashlin's first cartoon, he was already thinking like a live-action director. Notice his use of camera angles and pans to heighten the drama of his debut cartoon. Not only was this cartoon Tashlin's first, but it was also Carl Stallings' first as the new musical director at Warner Brothers. And now the Looney Tune, Porky's Poultry Plant. Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Tashlin left Leon Schlesinger's studios for 5 years before returning to direct more Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies.
Insulting my integrity! Hey, fatso!
Can you name his last cartoon at Warner Brothers before leaving in the late 30s? Find out when ToonHeads returns in just a moment. Ash left Schlesinger Studios in the late 30s. He joined a rival animation studio at Columbia Pictures called Screen Gems. His last cartoon before leaving was entitled You're an Education. It was the third of a trilogy of cartoons about books coming to life. And now the Merry Melody cartoon, You're an Education. After returning to Leon Schlesinger Studios, Tashlin was assigned to direct more Looney Tunes. During this time, Merry Melodies were created in color, while most Looney Tunes were still in black and white. Tonight's third Tish Tash cartoon is noteworthy because it was the very last black and white Looney Tune ever created. This cartoon is also significant because it was an early predecessor to the later Sylvester and Tweety cartoons. And now, Frank Tashlin's Puss in Booty.
That's all, folks.
Now it's time for ToonHeads Trivia. Frank Tashlin never won an Academy Award for any of his cartoons. In fact, he was only nominated for one. Can you name it? We'll return in a moment.